Yesterday was the very first preseason game. So I told you guys I was going to break down some film. Somewhat going to try to break down some film. Before we jump into all that good stuff real quick, got to shout out a new member, Ron Levy. Thank you so much for joining the membership. If you will notice that there will be no ads in this video. This video probably will not be monetized because they don't have the all 22 yet with the Game Pass. Game Pass is a pretty penny, and I'm going to get it because I want to break down film for you guys after not every game, hopefully every game this season. But as of right now, they don't have the all 22 on the Game Pass. So I'm going off of game footage, which isn't the best because I can't see certain routes. I don't have the aerial view to see who was open, who was not open. So this film breakdown is not necessarily a film breakdown. That's why I said somewhat in that intro, because I'm trying to figure, I can't see it all. So we'll go off of what we saw, try to break it down, dissect it, and all that stuff. So let me minimize myself, and we will jump into the game footage. Okay, so let's jump into the first play of the game, which is the handoff to Malcolm Brown. We'll see what the offensive line does here. Again, this is live game footage, if you could tell from the scoreboard. So we'll see. I'm going to have to keep my mouse here to pause it. He's got lanes. But let's see when he actually gets the ball. He's got a lane right here. Shaheen seems to be, holding his block well. Khalil Mack's coming off the edge here. Bounce it to the outside here. You got a lane. You know what it was? If I go back just a smidge, I think it's Jakeem Grant on the block here. Jakeem Grant's supposed to take this guy on. I think that's Robert Hunt is supposed to take this guy on. You have 3-on-2 here. So yeah, hat on a hat, and he's supposed to take on him. Grant didn't block anybody, allowed him to come in and make the tackle for. He saw that he had that side of the field open. So it was on Jakeem Grant on that one. This is the pass to Shaheen. Now, from what I'm seeing, Shaheen is supposed to be running an out route, right? He's going up and out. It seems like he gets a little lazy in his out route. Seems like a curl. Now, again, I can't see it all, so I'm just going off of this. But it seems like he's going to go up and out. But it seems like he curls a little bit at his out. Now watch, it'll zoom in so I can't really see what he's running here. He's got this crosser over here too, but he's got his man beat. He's making the right read. He's looking here, and I can't see his route, but he has him. And if that ball hits you in the hands, you got to catch that. I don't care. The ball hit him right in the hands. Look where he places it, right? He's got the defender right here. So he's got to place it out here where Shaheen's supposed to be doing his out. I couldn't tell if it was an up and out. Couldn't tell if it was, I don't think it was a post route because normally post routes kind of do one of these. So I think that's a post. Sorry, my brain's not working. Up and out. Right there. See, if he threw it a little bit behind her now, the defender was going to get there. He had to put himself out there, but I feel like hits him in the hands. You got to catch that. Drop him back. You have 4 wide receivers. They're keeping Brown in to block. They only sent 4, so you got enough. You should have enough time. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to have enough time. It looks like he's got a curl route here, a little go route. So he wants to throw it here. It looks like he's cocking back to throw it to him on a comeback, right? And it seems like that's what he wants to do. But you have Austin Jackson, who's now getting help from Solomon McKinley, it seems like. This dude's getting his arm up, so he's going to bring the ball down so he doesn't get it smacked. Yeah, it seems like he was going to throw that comeback route, or he was going to throw Gesicki's out route. And that's why he pumped it. That's why he did that pump fake. because he was going to throw this comeback to Grant, but 33 was just mauling Grant. So he pulls it back in. And at this point, you got the defensive end here getting his hand up. So he said, screw it, I'm just going to throw it away. You're going to have a run play here. Dolphins seem to be playing man. Again, I can't see if there's any safeties up top, but you have Eric Rowe here. So he's playing, it seems like they're playing press man, playing the run. Essentially, this is the 3-4 set. If you guys want to know what a 3-4 set is, you got your 3 down linemen and you got your 4 linebackers, 3-4 set. They seem to be in a single back strong wing formation with a tight end here and a tight end here, 2 wide receivers. It's going to be a handoff here, and watch Christian Wilkins here. He recognizes it. Christian Wilkins was really good at helping us stop the run last year, and when he got injured, you saw how it, kind of hurt the team. But these guys are ready, right? It's a handoff this way. So you got your linebackers over here ready for this. You got a hat on a hat. You actually have 2 guys blocking over here. I think that's Zach Zeiler. No, this is Zeiler. That might be McKinney. And just tosses him down. Gets in there, but you got to make the actual tackle. My man shouldn't be getting thrown down like that. You got to make that tackle. He bounces it to the outside. Gets more yards than he probably should have. This next play is just 3rd and 4. You got Nick Needham right here on his guy. He's going to do a quick slant inside. Andy Dalton is just going to try to get it to him. It looks like the Dolphins are going to be sending the house at him. They're in a 5 wide set here. Andy Dalton's all by himself. Again, the Dolphins look like they're blitzing. They're sending 3 with 2 linebackers standing up. Looks like they're going to send the house. But then they do. But doesn't get much pressure. But you see here, Nick Needham, this is where he's going to throw his route, right? You got the inside 10, and you got 8 going out here. That's not going to get you your first down. You want to hit it here. I think that's Noah Igbenogany up here covering his guy. And he sees where he wants to place the ball. Nick Needham knows it, gets a hand on him, not pass interference, and just smacks that ball out. Absolute great play by Nick Needham, who's having a great camp so far and making some great plays. Alec Ogletree, I think that's him right here, was just ridiculous in the first quarter, second quarter, when he was running with the first teams. Alec Ogletree is going to, Bears fans, if you're watching this, you got a good one in Alec Ogletree. He's going to be really good. This is going to be a handoff to Malcolm Brown, and I think it's Alec Ogletree who blasts through his hole, and doesn't make the tackle for a loss, but disrupts it enough where Malcolm Brown can't get that speed to go forward with it. So single back formation, strong. You got 2 tight ends on opposite sides. You only got your 2 wide receivers. This is why I call it single back, because it's single back formation. Going to hand it off here, and I think this is Alec Ogletree, just recognizes it and absolutely hits it. So this is where he's supposed to go. He can't bounce it to the outside. Here, this is where he's supposed to go. Gets up there. You're supposed to block him. I think that's Jesse Davis. I'm not 100%. That might be Dieter, but you gotta block him. You make that block. There's a lane here, but also you have Solomon Kinley trying to chase his guy over here. It's just bad all around. He finally gets on him, but you don't want to see your offensive lineman on the ground. I got 2 more guys over here on the ground. Breaks a tackle, and this is why the Dolphins signed Malcolm Brown. It should have been a tackle for a loss, but he actually gained some yardage here somehow. Now, this is the big pass play to Gaskin. Defense looks like it's sending the house at Tua. The play before, Tua did an RPO, had a guy in his face. He drops it off to Shaheen, gets a few yards. So after the short run and the short play, we're at a 3rd and 4 from our own 43-yard line. You got Gaskin, I think, over here, and he's going to be running a post. He's kind of doing one of these, crossing up. So going out. And this is the one thing that Tua here, he was like, I'm throwing it to Gaskin, because this man stares at Gaskin. Doesn't even look here. Doesn't look here. Just stares at him. Stares at Gaskin. Waits. Ton of time in the pocket. Waits. He wanted to throw it. Did you see that little, he was like, I want to throw it. But he waited because Gaskin is dangerous in the open field. Waited for him to get open and just, he didn't zip it. He just put a nice touch on that and drops it right into his breadbasket. Keeps him going. Gaskin does his thing. Get the flip off me. Runs it down the field. Bob's your uncle. So yeah, he's pretty much looking at him the whole time. I'll say that. He's staring down his guy. He's on him. And you could tell he wants to throw it. And he throws it. That is the one. Now, did he stare down his receiver? Yes. Should he have stared down his receiver? No. But look at when he threw it. He threw it when his man was on him. But he has, and that's the thing that you can't knock Tua on, is his anticipation, his touch on the ball, his accuracy. Because he threw it where Gasicki's going to be open. Because he's not open. He's got him right on his back. But he threw it where he was going to be open. Now, if I'm going to be like nitpicky as can be, he did throw it behind him a little bit. But got it to him. Got it to where it needed to be. He did go slow with this. 95 gets an easy shed on Dieter. They all do. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. 1, 2, 3. Easy shed. Just in the backfield from jump. Look at that. He had nowhere to go. He tried to fall forward. I think he got a half yard on that one. But just easy sheds. Here's another one, right? I formation. You got a fullback in there. 95 again. Dieter's just falling to the ground, trying to take his legs out to give you this lane here to potentially hit. But you don't even have the lane because these guys are filling it. So you're just gonna, you're gonna run behind your blocker. But your blocker's running into two guys that are just, there's 3 guys here. Where are you going? Trying to get to the second level, take this guy on. But here comes Alec Ogletree again. Just shooting that gap. If Dieter wasn't on the ground, and if Dieter hit 95 and held him up, Alec Ogletree, sorry, my nose is itchy, wouldn't have had that lane to shoot the gap and make this tackle. And you could potentially might have, had Malcolm Brown push forward and get the touchdown. But nope, Alec Ogletree ruins it. And then we end up with a field goal. Now this play just shows how well the secondary was playing downfield, right? Because it's a pass play. I couldn't really see the formation because at the camera angle before the snap, it was showing low and the outside receivers. But the Dolphins are only sending 3 here. They're dropping everyone else into coverage, and it seems like the Bears are also keeping in a lot to protect, but they have Cole Kmet over here who's going to block and then go out for a pass. But they're only sending 3 receivers out, and the Dolphins have everyone back in coverage. What I love about this play is Coleman, when he comes up the slot corner and makes this tackle. I honestly think that the starting corners are going to be Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, and Justin Coleman. Because watch, he's got a ton of time. Dolphins only sending 3. The Bears are keeping about 500 in. Dolphins are shutting down everything downfield. I think that's Noah actually playing really well this game. He's got time, and then he waits. Like I said, Kmet, he's block and go. So he goes, Andy Dalton throws it to him, and you think, look at all this real estate to the first down. He's going to catch and go because I think this is Bernardrick McKinney. He ain't going to catch up to him. So he gets it down to him, and you're like, crap. Look at all that real estate. Nope, here comes Justin Coleman, and watch the hit he puts on Kmet. That's what I'm talking about. The toughness, the speed of this defense. There was nobody. And all of a sudden, in comes the players. Love that. This is another play that I love, and it's kind of the same situation like Nick Needham's, where you're going to have the tight end here come. Again, it's a 3rd and short. It was they got the first down on a run to the outside, but then it was holding. That's why they were able to bounce it to the outside. So then it was 2nd and long, I think 2nd and 17. They throw a pass. They get down to 3rd and 2. You're going to have, I think this is Kmet. He's got Eric Rowe on him. He's going to run a quick slant route. Dalton's just trying to get the first down here. But Eric Rowe just does his thing. Yeah, quick slant. See, on the inside, Dolan's going to drop back, get it to him. It's man-to-man. The safety's here. Send it all out of him. Try to make him make a quick decision. Gets it to him, right? So Cole Kmet has Rowe on his back. So he's got the inside. Just get the ball to him. But nope. Eric Rowe's getting that arm in there. Get that out of here. I'm telling you, the first team defense without I don't think Jalen Phillips played. Emmanuel Ogba didn't play. Not Shaq Lawson. Shaq Lawson's not even on the team anymore. Byron Jones, Xavier Howard didn't play. I don't even think McCourty played. Looking real good. This is going to be play action here. Dolphins are in a 3 wide receiver set. You got Shaheen here with his hand down. I think this is Mac Hollins. Not 100%. It's going to be play action here to Malcolm Brown. Tua is going to be looking off this way. And then I think, like I said, I think it's Mac Hollins is going to be running an out. It's a nice pass here. So play action here. He's looking here. He's seeing if this guy can get open. He's going to try to get it to him. Can't get open. Realizing Austin Jackson isn't able to hold this guy long. Looks over, sees Mac Hollins on the sideline. Gets that ball to him. Places it literally where only his guy can get it. There you go. First down. Yeah, that's Mac Hollins, 86. There's a flag on the play. And unfortunately, it gets called back. All right. So on this one, this is going to be a pass. I think it is to Durham Smythe here. Durham Smythe's going to be running a curl route. Just going to go up and come in. He's going to have 3 guys on him. And Tua fits that ball in there where just perfectly. And there was that thing last year, NFL Open and Alabama Open. He threaded this needle here. So again, you got 3 wide receiver set. You got Durham Smythe in line, and I think this is Myles Gaskin. Going to drop back here. Just right. He's got 2 guys on him. Fits it right in there. Makes the catch and takes that first and long because of the holding call on Austin Jackson. It makes it a little bit more manageable. Now on this run play, it's going to be a handoff to Gaskin. And this is one where the fact that the yardage gained was so minimal, I'm not going to put on the offensive line because the offensive line gets their block and actually opens up a really nice lane over here where even the safety, I think this is, questions where he's supposed to go. And instead of just getting the ball, planting your foot and going, Gaskin kind of dances around a little bit too much for my liking. So if you see here, right, Gaskin has this opportunity here because he has a blocker here, or he has this opportunity here. But he doesn't really have a blocker here, and he has 36. But 36 is already starting to come over here. So when he gets it, block, and then he's going to block him. So his thought process is, I'm going to go here. He could have hit it here, right? Just make your one guy miss. But he dances. See that little juke step on the inside? Plant your foot and go. Just plant your foot and go. Don't dance. Don't think about it too much. Don't make decisions. Either get the ball and go or get the ball and go. To me, it looks like this is the way to go because he's already making the decision of going over here. So he dances a little too much and he goes to the inside and then, Selman Kinley block sheds and get about 2 yards. If he didn't do that dance and if he would have just got the ball and went whichever way he wanted to, I think he would have got a big chunk yardage play off of that one. So this one's going to be a handoff, simple single back formation, going to be a handoff to Malcolm Brown here. And they get a push. They get a push and they give Malcolm Brown an actual nice lane right here. You see, I think this is Davis and Robert Hunt getting a nice push. It's 2-on-1 here. But getting a nice push to get an open lane. Here's my thing, though. Dieter's on the ground again. 95 of the Bears was just bullying Dieter all day. If Dieter holds his block, there's a possibility Malcolm Brown can bounce it around here and get something done with it. But again, the fact that Dieter is now on the ground, and Solomon Kinley, no, sorry, this is Solomon Kinley. Austin Jackson's now on the ground. He kind of runs into the back of his defender. I wish he would have kind of tried to bounce it outside here. But again, you're in the situation. He probably couldn't have planted his foot and gone. Maybe 93 would have got him. That's what he's thinking. You know, you got these two guys because you got a tight end here trying to hold the block, and you got Dieter on the ground. 95 is just owning him. I'm going to run straight. So he couldn't really bounce it outside. He also had 22 here. But this wasn't a decent run also because Malcolm Brown is a beast and gets extra yardage. This essentially is a quintessential moment because they got about 6 yards on that run. A lot of it was Jesse Davis and Hunt getting that block, and then Malcolm Brown being the bullback he is, like gets the extra yards. So you have a pistol formation here. You got the tight end in motion, 2 wide receivers set. It's going to be a handoff here. But it gets just absolutely blown up. So it's 4. And then you got the outside linebacker over here. And just Jesse Davis lets his guy go. Austin Jackson just gets completely manhandled. Who are you blocking? You're going to block 57. It doesn't really matter if this guy's wide open. And just bad. So on this play, he's going to hit Matt Collins across the middle over here on a pass that I think he tried to throw it differently but got hit while he threw it. But I like this play for the simple fact that Tua went through his progression before throwing that ball. So I think that's Waddle in motion here. You have Adam Shaheen here. So you have 3 wide receivers set. I think that's Gaskin on his left. Looks like they are blitzing him. Alec Ogletree, again, who's been just disruptive all game. Looks like they're sending him on a blitz. Seems to be man-to-man. So the Dolphins keep a lot in, right? They keep a lot in to block. Adam Shaheen stays in to block. Chip blocks, and then Jesse Davis is going to come over there. You got a 2-on-1, 1-on-1, 1-on-1. Then you got the running back doing a chip block and out, block and go. So if you watch his eyes, I'll rewind it. See if I can rewind it just a little bit. He's looking over here. Looking at that route. And then he's looking through the middle, looking at that route. And then he's looking at that route. He did a 1, a 2, a 3 on his steps back. Finally sees his guy, hits him, but his own left tackle took him out. Austin Jackson took him out. So afraid he was going to have a knee injury there. And put it in a good spot. It was high and up, right? Hit him right in the numbers. Matt Collins catches it. He doesn't catch it, puts it up and away. So if I'm the defender, the ball's kind of here. So up and away into his chest. I could have got my hand in to knock it down, but it wasn't here, up and away. And Matt Collins makes the catch. Very good catch. And Matt Collins is going to be another guy who's making the team. Bowden, Perry, Hearns, and a lot of these other guys are going to have to fight to make the team. But the fact that he made that throw while getting hit, and it wasn't a floater. That was a bullet pass. This next play by Tua, it essentially falls apart. The whole offensive line falls apart on him. But I like this play because, and again, I can't really tell you what routes these receivers are really running because I'm not watching the old 22. But he keeps his eyes down the field. And I like that. He's got pressure in his face. He steps up. He goes to his left and then he goes to his right. And the whole time he's trying to look down the field while he's moving. And then he dumps it off to Malcolm Brown, right? So it's play action here. The Browns only sent 3. And this guy is that should be a penalty. But Robert Hunt lets him in. 2 guys let this man in. So it's like you're dead to rights here, right? But nope. Tua steps up. He goes to his left. He avoids that. Jesse Davis allowing that man in. Steps up. And the whole time he kept his eyes down the field. Great pocket awareness by Tua in this one, right? So Jesse Davis allowing his guy to go through. Keeping his eyes down the field. Not really looking at the pressure. Now he sees the pressure. Steps up to his left. Still keeping his eyes down the field. Trying to find someone open. Steps up. Still keeping his eyes down the field, and then dumps it off to Malcolm Brown, why'd you stop? Why'd you stop? Why are you trying to get fancy? These running backs need to just go. Go, go, go. You didn't need to stop. I know that this ends in torment for us, but Look at this. Just go. Just go. Why just stop? Just go. Now, this is the unfortunate last play of Tua in the preseason, and this is the interception, which a lot of you guys were probably waiting for me to get to. He had time in the pocket. He had a lot of time in the pocket, and I think the fact that he had so much time in the pocket, he was looking for receivers to be open. Now, when he throws the interception, when he throws the ball, I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna try to pause it. They sent 4. The pass blocking was really well, even though 97 over here looks like he's getting in on Solomon Kinley. But this is when he throws it. Again, I don't have the all 22, so I have no idea who on this side of the field, all over here, is open. I got no idea. So when he throws it, it's like you could say, oh, you could potentially get it to him or potentially get it to him. I don't know. I don't got the all 22. But what I don't know either is the route and if he was open. But it seems like, to me, he, again, you can barely see anything when he throws it. I'm trying to, so it seems like he's doing an in and out. He's doing a little post. This is, you guys were right, it was Shaheen doing just a nice, I think it was a deep post route. And then he had Gaskin here just coming out. Maybe just drop it off to him, but you can see he's looking here, and then he steps up, and he's looking here, and then he steps up. He looks at 3 different receivers, right? He looks at the outside, then the other side, and then he looks at Shaheen up the middle and thinks, I can fit that in there, but obviously not. So this other angle is perfectly showed that it was just thrown late. It wasn't underthrown, it was thrown late. Because you can see he's not looking at Shaheen here. He's looking at another route. He's not looking at Shaheen, and then he looks at Shaheen. And Shaheen, that's when he made his cut. But you can see the linebacker's not even on him. So he was open. And you can see when the ball is thrown, the linebacker wasn't even on him. So he was open. But he threw it just a tad too late. If he threw it a little bit earlier, and this is what I saw in when I was watching it live, that I was like, he threw it just a little late. If he would have thrown it earlier, it would have been a touchdown, because you can see where the safety comes in and where the linebacker came in. So you can see, let's see if I can go back just a scotch. You can see when he throws it, he should have thrown it sooner because he's already open here. Because when the ball gets there, the safety comes in. See that? So if he would have thrown it a little earlier, I think that would have been a touchdown. Because the linebacker, he beat the linebacker, and it was the safety that came over and picked the ball off. So threw it a little bit late. This is Justin Fields' first snap here. I think this is just going to be a handoff here. And the Dolphins just do their thing. And Christian Wilkins just blows it up. I feel bad for Justin Fields because his first few snaps was just not great. You know, play action here. I love this play. I absolutely love this play, right? So Jerome Baker his job is make sure he doesn't scramble. So he's technically a spy, but also keep your eye on the receiver. So if you notice that Justin Fields starts to scramble, you go up and get him. If not, stick with your receiver, right? So he notices he starts to come up, so he goes after him. Justin Fields, playing smart, dumps it off to number 10. But you dump it off to number 10, this defense has speed. And in comes Coleman. Now, I will say this. Coleman needs to wrap him up, not throw his body into him. But the fact that he hit him the way he did, he drove him out of bounds. But still, you need to wrap him up there. But I absolutely love that play by the defense. It puts him in, I think, a third and long, and then there's a false start, and then a false start, which I got to show that one because he runs the route before the ball's even snapped. But there's 2 false starts, and really, like I said, I feel bad for Justin Fields. Puts him in the back of the end zone. And then this is, I'll do a few of Jacoby Brissett's. I'm not going to do much, and then I'll just show the touchdown pass, because I don't want this video to be too long for you guys. Because now the second team's in. But Jacoby Brissett's going to do a play action here. He gets no help from the passer, the offensive line here. Just completely blows past him. But that's not even Jesse Davis anymore. Like I said, these starters are out. And he dumps it off to Gaskin here. And if he threw it like he should have, which, you guys having a conversation here? You're talking about what food you're going to get afterwards? What are you doing? What are they doing right here? You holding hands? If he would have thrown it at him, he probably could have bounced it out. Because we've seen, you look at the Raiders game with Fitz dumping it off to Gaskin, ran it up the field for a touchdown. But he floats it. I don't know why he thought to float it. Gaskin's small. So he floats it and he tries to catch it, and just so very lucky that Gaskin is almost intercepted. Gaskin still tries to come down with it. That was a bad pass by Jacoby Brissett there. Another great play by Nick Needham here, just getting his hand in. It was a good throw. You throw to the inside. He's got a ton of, the Dolphins send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got enough time in the pocket. This guy's not open. They're not open. He sees him looking at him. Throw me the ball. But it's just great play by Nick Needham, punching that ball out. Jamal Perry's out there. Christian Wilkins, Javon Hollins. Some of the starting, like Eric Rowe is out. Some of the starters were out, actually. So this is second team. So he actually struggled against the second team defense. Ay caramba. Great play. Great play. With him step for step, gets his hand under there. He had enough time in the pocket. Dolphins send 4. Put it out there. Great throw. I will say great throw, but you know who that is? That's no Igbenogany. With him step for step. Again, this isn't first team defense. And then this is going to be the last play we'll go over. Again, like with the second half of the game, there are a lot of the third stringers. If you guys want me to go more in depth, but it's just the preseason. So I kind of want to talk mostly about the starters and then dabble into the backups. And then if you guys want me to do more, comment below, let me know. But this is the touchdown pass to Ahmed, who runs a wheel route, and Brissett just drops it right in his breadbasket. It's a perfect throw. Absolutely drops it right where it needs to be. You got 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers. Again, Austin Jackson getting beat. That's not even Austin Jackson anymore. I think that might be Panky. Again, this isn't the starter offensive line anymore. About to get killed. But he sees he's got him on the wheel route. He sees he's got, I think this is a linebacker or a defensive lineman, 92, covering him. So he's got him, and he just gets that ball off, because look at where this defender is. And he just gets it off, floats it to him, and just puts it right where it needs to be. Again, if you're going to, you could be nitpicky about it and say he kind of threw it behind him and should have thrown it here, but puts it right where it needed to be, dives forward, and gets the touchdown. So that is the film breakdown. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want me, again, when I get the all 22, because I don't think they have it for the preseason, so it sucks because I have to do it this way and I can't see certain routes and all that stuff. And also, do you guys want me to go more into the second half, or do you really just care about the starters and how the defense and offense do on the starters? Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Looking more in depth into this, looking more into the offensive line, all that stuff. How do you guys feel? Comment below, and I'm gonna get to one of you guys' comments of the day. So for comment of the day, a lot of you guys were asking me about the offensive line. Like James Gill asked me, do you throw Eichenberg at right tackle? Oscar's asking me about the running game. And Dakota Hetrick is asking me about the offensive line. A lot of you guys were asking me offensive line questions. It wasn't great. I think that they should try to go out and get a tackle. And I think, or just put Eichenberg over there and see how he does, and put Jesse Davis at left guard. Maybe he does better over there at tackle. I don't know. We don't know right now because Eichenberg isn't out there playing. But yeah, a lot of the questions about the offensive line, and that's a very valuable question you guys have, because if you guys look at the film breakdown, essentially The offensive line did struggle a little bit when it came to run blocking, especially with so many of the guys being on the ground. But thank you guys so much for the comment. Like usual, guys, comment below if you want to be part of comment of the day. I think this week I'm going to put out the fantasy football video, kind of telling you guys how to be a part of it. With the Patreons and members, I'm going to do something different for you guys. So this is more just for the regular subs and how to be a part of it. Again, this is a $20 buy-in. I already have the draft date and time set. So the buy-in and the draft date and time are set. So if you don't want to be a part of it because it doesn't work for you, that's all fine and dandy. So I'll let you guys know about that. But other than that, that's the video. I will see you guys. I think Monday they start camp again. I think they are home. So I think I'll see you Monday with training camp video. But other than that, guys, if news breaks, you'll get it from me. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.